Hey there, it's Kimberly and welcome to episode number 4 of my Flosstube channel. Thank you all so much for your support so far. I have been enjoying reading all of your comments, and thank you so much to those who have shouted me out, shared my video, liked the videos, and for those of you who have chosen to subscribe, thank you all so very much. I have noticed a common theme in the comments. Spice has been showing up a lot in there. And it's kind of funny because he's nowhere to be seen, and as soon as I press that record button, he shows up. I think he knows he's a bit of a ham. Spice, no. Even though he makes making these videos about 4 times as long as they need to be. Hey. No, no, no. So this past week, we finally got some snow. We have been spoiled so far on the Canadian prairies, or at least in southeast Saskatchewan. We've very much been spoiled with a beautiful fall. I was hoping it would stretch out a little bit more, but beggars can't be choosers here. We will take what we can get because it is not uncommon to be covered in a lot of snow in November. So it has been great up until now, but we did get some snow over the weekend, and unfortunately today we have a big winter storm moving in. Hopefully it's not as bad as they say it's gonna be, but we're supposed to get quite a bit of snow and some wind, so there's probably gonna be some sort of blizzard. I'm hoping the roads stay okay because living rural, we depend on the roads and driving pretty much every single day. So it is definitely a challenge in the winter around here. Besides the snow, I haven't been up to a whole lot more this past week other than doing a little bit of quilting, a whole lot of stitching, and also I did some more model stitching for Erin Elizabeth. Speaking of Erin Elizabeth, she released another new design this week that I model stitched for her. It is the autumn stitch. I believe she has a summer and spring of this that are all so cute. I really love stitching the autumn one. I love fall colors. It might be my favorite season to stitch. She did such a good job compiling the colors in this chart. It is super cute. I love the pumpkins on the bottom and the trees. And it's always fun doing a building stitch like this with multiple buildings in a row. I don't know why, but I just really love stitching those. These are just really cute little stitches, so be sure to go check them out. So over the past week, I only got one question in my comments, and that is from Tammy Mosher 3668, and she asked, was the fox pattern from the book Stitch in the Forest? So the pattern she was asking about is this one. I believe it's in my first video where I do the tour of my fall decor. And yes, this is in the book by Max Pigeon of Pigeon Coop Designs, Cross Stitch in the Forest. It is the fox and butterfly stitch, and it's the first stitch I chose to do from this book. I absolutely love it. I am a big fan of Pigeon Coop Designs. I think they are so fun to stitch. I love the hidden designs within the designs. And I did have this container full of fall picks, but I have since packed away my fall decor. So I put the lid back on this container, and it's still sitting on the same shelf it was until I decide to put my Christmas out. But I love this stitch so much, and it's hard to put away. So, all right, let's get into my whips for this week. The first one is going to be a new start. I actually just started this last night. I'm really excited to start this series. It is the Log Cabin Christmas. I'm starting with chart 1 from Little House Needleworks. So it is a series of 9 charts. You can stitch them individually or do them all as one big piece. And I am going to do them all as one big piece. Although I've waited till they all come out to stitch them, I'm still going to stitch them in the order in the series. So I did start in the top corner. I'm stitching it on 32 count Vintage Country Mocha, which I sound like a broken record, but this is my absolute favorite. Next up is my Carolyn Manning design that I'm working on. It is called Please Be Home for Christmas. I don't have the cover sheet, so I'll pop up the picture of it right here. And I gotten a little bit more done on it. I really enjoy stitching on this. It is a little bit more of a mindless stitch, I guess you could say, just because it is a quilty design and just a lot of triangles and squares. So really easy to stitch, very relaxing. I love seeing all the colors and all the different designs within the big design. Just, it's been a lot of fun to stitch. My last cross stitch whip for the week is Holiday Homestead. So I'm stitching all of these and turning them into tree ornaments. So I showed last week that I had finished the goose. And this week I finished the birdhouse. So I'm excited to get these stitched up. I haven't got my tree up yet. As a matter of fact, the only Christmas decorating so far is the stuff behind me. As soon as it snowed, I packed my fall away and then decorated this for Christmas. As soon as the snow falls, I just feel like it's Christmas time. This week I got to start on a new quilting project and I'm really excited to show you. It is called Layer Cake Lemonade. It's another free pattern on Fat Quarter Shop. This one is a bit bigger than my last one. It is all plaid, so a mixture of red plaids and black and white plaids. So I got the quilt top all finished. I have cut out the pieces for the back and I just need to put them together. I've decided I'm going to quilt this one again on my own. That'll probably be what I work on later on this week, so we'll see how much I get done. I was able to get a couple of things finished this week. I got the November Cottage of the Month finished. So I wanted to show you, this is September, October, and now we have November. So I've been finishing these all on this trivet and just switching them out each month. I'm really excited that I did get November done and can actually put it out on display in November. This time I finished it on a yellow fabric and then used a brown pom-pom trim. I think pom-pom trim might be one of my favorite trims to use. These charts are from Country Cottage Needleworks and I just love them. My other finish isn't cross stitch, but I did finish my Jelly Roll Jam quilt. I took some better pictures, so I'll pop them in here as well. But I absolutely love this quilt. So I did this completely from scratch. It's the very first quilt I've ever finished. I pieced it all together, sewed it all together. I basted it, quilted it, and I hand binded it. Next up, I did get a bit of a haul this week. I finally got my order of Christmas charts in. I was waiting quite a while for these. So what I got this week was the rest of the Log Cabin Christmas series. I have the full collection now, so I'm excited to get that stitched up. Oh yes, the Log Cabin Christmas is done by Little House Needleworks. It's a series of 9, and I, like I said earlier, am going to stitch them all as one big piece. I got a couple of Prairie Schooler charts. This is chart number 198, Christmas Tree Farm. I love that you get a big chart and then some smaller charts you can use as ornaments. And then I got chart 199 as well, The Night Before Christmas. Again, there's a big chart and then those smaller charts. And then the Cottage of the Months. Like I said, I so far only have done those 3, so I have December now. These are by Country Cottage Needleworks. And then I also got January, so I can maybe get a head start on that one as well. Also from Country Cottage Needleworks, I got Home for the Holidays. This one is deceivingly bigger than I thought it was, but it's still super cute and fun for Christmas. I also got Snowy Winter from Country Cottage Needleworks. I got this one for a tree ornament, but I do think that their pillow finish is super cute too. And then I also got Struttin' from Teresa Kogut. I've loved this design for quite a while now. I think the deer is so cute. Teresa Kogut gave this Woodland Santa chart away for free in her email newsletter. So if you were a subscriber of her email list, you would have got this as well. Definitely, if you have favorite designers, be sure to sign up for their email newsletters because every once in a while they drop nuggets like this and you don't want to miss out on that. All right, I want to finish out my video by doing a fun little segment called 10 Christmas cross stitches for beginners. This is just a list that I personally would choose for someone who came to me and asked for recommendations on charts that would be good for a beginner cross stitch. So they're based on my personal experience, either stitching these charts myself or stitching other charts from these designers. So I chose 10 stitches that I feel like would be fun, rewarding, and easy for beginner cross stitchers to do. So in no particular order, number 1 is Snowy Farm Ornaments by Erin Elizabeth Designs. Not only are these ornaments super cute, but they are nice and small, and the whole design will fit in the hoop, so you will not have to move the hoop while you're stitching it, so you can put your fabric in and stitch the whole design all at one time, which I think is very conducive to beginner stitching. And obviously, if you love farm animals, you are going to love these ornaments, and they would be perfect on the tree. Number 2, I have the Roundabouts by Stitching with the Housewives. Yes, they have a ton of roundabouts to choose from, but these ones in particular are really perfect for Christmas. I find the charts from Stitching with the Housewives super easy to read, and once again, they are nice little charts, so they should fit all in the hoop and you won't have to move your fabric. Number 3 is another set of ornaments. These are the chalkboard ornaments from Hands On Design. I believe she has at least 3 collections of these. They are stitched on black fabric, which some people do find a little bit more challenging. So if you want to step it up a little bit and challenge yourself a bit more, these will be really fun to do. Obviously, you could choose a different fabric as well. Just find a fabric that the white will pop on. I actually started stitching these about a year ago on black 14 count Aida. I absolutely love them and think they'd be perfect tree ornaments. Number 4 on my list is the Festive Cardinal. This is from Pigeon Coop Designs. I stitched this one, but have yet to finish it. My plan is probably to just finish it in this hoop. I mentioned earlier in this video how much I love Pigeon Coop Design. Not only do you have the big design, but there's beautiful little designs within it. This is another nice, easy stitch that will fit all in the hoop so you don't have to move the fabric, which I absolutely love if you're looking for a nice beginner cross stitch or just something you want to get done really quickly. Number 5 is Christmas Tiny Town by Heart and Hand. I find that most of Heart and Hand's designs are very beginner friendly, but the Tiny Town series is very conducive to beginner stitching. It is a little bit bigger of a chart, but still very simple and maybe a bit of a step up if you're ready to challenge yourself as a beginner. You can stitch each house at a time and work your way down through the town, and I think that's a really fun and rewarding experience for beginner cross stitchers. If you're looking for something a little bit bigger, number 6 is your chart. It's called Peppermint Lane by It's So Emma and Fat Quarter Shop. Yes, this is a bigger chart, but the fact that it is kind of broken up into individual motifs is rewarding, so you can work on one thing at a time and get those small little wins. Plus, the colors are beautiful and super fun for Christmas. So this project will keep you excited as you work through it, and I bet you it'll be done in no time. So number 7 is the quilt charts from these 2 different series. So Grandma's Quilt from the Farmhouse Christmas series from Little House Needleworks, and Log Cabin Quilt from the Log Cabin Christmas chart series. I think that quilt charts are super fun and easy for beginners to stitch because there's a lot of just triangles and squares in them, so they come together really quickly. Counting is easy on these, and they're really rewarding and fun to stitch. Continuing on that quilt trend, number 8 is going to be Cocoa Quilt by Primrose Cottage Stitchery. And like I said, quilts are just super fun to stitch and easy for beginners. In number 9, I have Christmas Wishes. This one is mostly just words, and it says gingerbread kisses and Christmas wishes. Again, from Primrose Cottage. I feel like words are a perfect beginner chart for someone looking to start cross stitching. They stitch up really quickly and you get a really cute chart when you're finished. And last but certainly not least, these have been incredibly popular. Number 10 is Cocoa Quaker and Christmas Quaker. Again, Primrose Cottage. These ones might be a little bit of a step up, but if you're a beginner looking for a challenge, I highly recommend these charts. They are absolutely beautiful. Again, with these, you can work through them motif by motif and get some quick wins, and then before you know it, the whole project is going to be finished. I absolutely love these finished as pillows, but you could do a flat finish or put these in a frame and they're going to look beautiful too. I hope you enjoyed that list of 10 Christmas charts for beginners. I know I snuck in a few extra ones in there. I just can't help myself. Thanks so much for watching my video. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to try and answer them for you. And if you've watched the video up until now, please let me know in the comments what your favorite Christmas cross-stitch chart is. It doesn't have to be one that I showed you, just one of your own personal favorite Christmas charts. Or if you don't stitch Christmas, just let me know what your favorite chart is. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. I appreciate that very much. And I will see you next week. Bye!